Thanks everybody for tuning in to Live with Smokin Jim. And I tell you what, right from this desk, we've interviewed a lot of great people. Iron Mike Tyson, Mike Tomlin, Antonio Brown, Franco Harris, you name it, they've all been here. But I tell you what, I'm more excited about this interview than anybody that I've ever interviewed. She's in the Pittsburgh Sports Line Hall of Fame. She's a professional bodybuilder. I'm not going to introduce her. I'll allow her to introduce herself to all her fans all around the world. Welcome to Live with Smokin Jim. Please tell all your fans your name and a little bit about yourself.
My name is Irene Grignong Beliso Mingrino, but you can just call me Irene, or you can look me up as Fit to Rock Girl. I am an enthusiast. I love bodybuilding since I was 5 years old. I used to sleep with dumbbells underneath my bed. I try to be a role model to my children. I have 4. I've had 3 via C-sections.
Wait a minute, we got to take a pause on that. 4 biological kids?
Yes, yes.
Wow.
Yes,
Wow.
3 emergency C-sections. I learned through bodybuilding in the female bodybuilding industry that it's not all real. Not everyone has the perfect body. It's what you create and how you feel inside.
Wow.
So going on stage with a scar on your stomach, stretch marks everywhere, that means nothing to anyone. That means nothing. That means absolutely nothing. It's about how you feel inside and how you carry yourself.
Yeah.
I used to be in the NPC. I absolutely loved that organization. Then I switched over because I found a different one that I absolutely loved. It's so much more beautiful, glamorous. It's fitness that meets fashion. It's the WBFF World Beauty, Fitness and Fashion. I enjoy wearing these custom design couture suits and evening gowns, and it's just so much fun. I just feel like everyone should just enjoy living life, or they're just not alive.
Well, tell the people that's out there that's watching, and all your fans and all your brand new fans, some of the places that you've been to.
Oh. Since I got into the WBFF, a lot has changed for me. I've been invited to go to so many places. I've been offered so many things. I've been offered to go to Las Vegas. I was put in the Bellagio Hotel, which is an absolutely gorgeous venue, so beautiful. I was honored to be a part of Status Fitness magazine and their calendar for 2019, all of which I have for Mr. Jim.
Yay!
This is for him. Yeah. I'm on the cover, and I'm Miss January as well. My birthday is in January, so it's a pleasure. Since Vegas, I've been in Los Angeles. I did a show out there, fitness fashion show in Los Angeles. Since then, I've been to Ohio for a fitness modeling event, which was so much fun. It was about a bunch of females expressing themselves from different organizations and just getting out of your comfort zone. And I have been asked to go to Cabo. So I will be going to Cabo. I'm super excited about that. And I'm going to the Bahamas this year as well. I'll be doing a shoot and another show out there. Oh, I'll be doing a shoot in Cabo as well for a magazine, so I'm excited for that.
So you're staying away from the Dominican Republic?
No, I would like to go there,
okay.
Actually. In Los Angeles, I did a shoot with Jason Ellis. I'm excited to see what's going on there, Jason, so let's see what's going on.
Wow.
And I'm going to Atlantic City and whatever is in store for 2019.
All right. And 2019 is great, but the roaring 20s is coming, and 2020 is your year.
Oh, 2020 is my year. I'm excited to see what's going on for that year.
Again, we're live with Smokin Gym, and we have my favorite professional athlete on here. She's a Pittsburgh Sportsline Hall of Famer, and before it's all said and done, she'll be in many halls of fame. Outstanding lady, nicest lady in the world. Still looks like she's 19 or 20. I know you
I
get
think
carded.
to myself, are you talking about me? All these kind words.
Do you still get carded when you go out?
I do.
Okay.
I don't mind. It's okay. I do. I enjoy it.
Well, that's good. And before we get into some of the interviews, just tell somebody maybe just a typical day in the life of a bodybuilder.
Typical day. Typical day consists of actually going to work, doing what you have to do to survive, not necessarily survive, but to live, to accommodate yourself. Typical day for a bodybuilder, if you have children, is accommodating to them, especially when they're not in school now. So it's, mommy. So I got to squeeze in my gym time. There's times where I can't go to the gym. So I'm thankful that I have a home gym. I'm thankful I have that.
Wow.
So like this morning, I did legs. I did leg presses at home. I did several other leg exercises at home.
You have a leg press at your house?
Yeah, I know.
Wow, so you invest in your career as well.
I
Wow.
really do.
Wow.
I have a leg press. I have a hack squat.
Wow.
I have an adductor and abductor machine.
Wow.
I have a glute machine. I have a treadmill, which I've had since college, so I will never get rid of that.
Okay.
So, and I do cut the grass. I cut the grass because I feel like it's great exercise.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not
That's
a lot
your-
of fun, but I make the best of it.
Is that what's considered cardio?
That is my cardio.
Now, to get a body like yours...
No, you can't get a body like mine.
I'm
God
telling-
gave this to
yeah,
me.
God
Everyone
gave that
is
to-
different.
Yeah.
We can shape you the way you can be shaped.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, does it take 3, 4, 5, 6 hours a day?
Depends on the goals, to be quite
Okay.
honest. It depends on the person, depends on their lifestyle, depends on their personal goals, what their overall mindset is. To me, when I have a potential client come to me and they want to do training, I do interview them. And if I feel that they're not a good candidate and they're not going to give it to me 100, that I honestly tell them I can't take you on as a client.
Okay.
Because I feel that the client would represent me and I would represent the client. And if you're failing in life and you can't push yourself to do what you really want to do, then we're not going to achieve anything together.
Good point.
That would be more like a life coach, someone to say, hey, time to wake up,
Yeah.
time to brush your teeth. Yeah.
So if somebody have some questions or they want some information, what's the best way to get in touch with you through? Is it through Facebook or Instagram?
I have Facebook, but I'm not very active on it.
Yeah,
There's too many
yeah,
people on
that's true.
Facebook putting their little stories up there that just don't honestly have time to read. So I'm on Instagram. It's quick, it's easy, it's a picture. We don't give a history about what their day consisted of. So I'm Fit to Rock Girl, FITROCKGURL, Fit to Rock Girl _ Irenee Mangrino. But if you just put in Fit to Rock Girl, you'll see me. I'm in a green bikini. Feel free to ask me whatever you may have.
All right, you heard it here. We have a few questions here live with Smokin Gym. The first question, and we've had some people that also blog in, and they blogged in a few questions that I jotted down when they found out we were going to have a professional bodybuilder on today. Why are you so passionate about bodybuilding?
You know, my father, when I was a child, around 5 years old, he used to run marathons. He used to run so far, and I could never keep up with him. And to this day, I have to be honest, I still cannot keep up with my father.
Wow.
And he was into Arnold, which I got to meet. Actually, I forgot to mention that. I've got pictures with Arnold himself, Arnold Schwarzenegger. He's been someone I've always wanted to meet my entire life. So I finally met him. I got a few pictures. Another person that inspired me through my father is Bruce Lee.
Okay.
Come on,
okay.
Everybody's got to know Bruce
Yeah,
Lee. So
yeah.
I love Bruce Lee. And ever since then, my father would buy weights. And he would bring them home, and I would watch him work out. And because of him, I started lifting as well. And I also have to be quite honest. I started lifting weights when I was in elementary school because I got bullied. I got pushed around. And I thought, this was my mentality, if I built muscle, maybe they will be afraid to mess with me.
Okay.
And it so happens to be that way. So I ended up building muscle growing up as a child, and didn't really have very many friends because of that.
Wow.
Which was good because no one messed with me. So
Okay.
it was a good thing.
Wow.
And ever since then, I just absolutely love it.
Again, this is live with Smokin Jim. We have a professional bodybuilder on. I'm looking at some of the blog questions that are people out there currently watching this show. We're up to 12 blog questions. Unfortunately, none of them I can ask. She knows she's beautiful.
Thank you.
She and whatnot. She's not looking for a date. If you have questions that I can ask, please blog in. But right now we have 12 questions, and none of them I can ask on this show. But in terms of bodybuilding, what's the hardest part about prepping for a show for you?
The hardest part, to be honest, and I'm gonna be very honest, is I'm a female. So female bodies are built differently, they're made differently. We have hormones that guys don't have. So, I mean, TMI here, but my hardest issue is during my girl time, and I just honestly want cupcakes. I want chocolate, okay? That's all I want is chocolate, and you have to have a strong mindset and remember what your goal is. You got to remember what you're striving for in order for you to not go for that cupcake. So one of my t-shirts actually say I run for cupcakes, and it's actually true. So I run for cupcakes, chocolate, any kind of chocolate, good chocolate. So.
Oh, that's a good question. I mean, that's a good answer. Again, we're live with Smokin Jim. We're up to 17 blog questions. Now, the record for this station in a 30-minute show is 28 blog questions.
My.
So
I'm not into contests.
You're well on your way to maybe breaking a record, but unfortunately the first 17 we can't ask. But here's one I think is pretty good. Why should others get involved with fitness and weightlifting?
It's very, very healthy for you. It's not only good for your body. It's not just about looking good physically. It's a mental thing. It's believing that you can look good and feel good at the same time, no matter what you look like. So you have to learn to love and appreciate who you are first before you get into the fitness industry, because I feel if you get into the fitness industry without accepting who you are, then you're going to get a little lost. I feel that you might get a little lost.
All right. We're live with Smokin Jim, and we finally have a question.
A valid question. I wonder what this one is.
The 21st question is a good one. It's what is better, cardio or weightlifting?
You know, it all depends on the person and their body type and what their personal goals are and what they want to achieve. If you want to achieve a soft look, then yes, you're not going to lift weights as much. You're not going to lift weights as heavy as you might think you would. If you're looking for more firmer look, I hate cardio. I'm going to be honest. I absolutely hate cardio. But I do it because I remind myself, like in my last post on my Instagram, I remind myself why I'm doing this. If you want a firm look, then yes, you have to do weights. Don't be afraid to do weights. Don't think that since you're going to do weights, you're going to be this big, massive, bulky person. It's absolutely not true. I combine weights with cardio, and to be honest, I don't do an hour's worth of cardio. That's just ridiculous. That's bogus. If anyone's telling you to do an hour's worth of cardio and you're starving, it's wrong. My clients eat 5 to 6 meals a day. I have them weight training. I have them incorporating a little bit of cardio, like 16 minutes of HIIT, intense cardio. Do your 16 minutes, do your 15 minutes, get it done, get her done, and get out of there. You're good. It really, really all boils down to what you eat.
Really?
Yes, it all boils down to what you eat. If you go to the gym 5 days a week and you think you're doing awesome, and then you're just leaving the gym eating foods that you're not supposed to, you are what you eat. If you want to look cheap, you're going to eat cheap. If you're going to eat cheap, you're going to look cheap. I'm sorry, but yes, I understand people like to go to fast food restaurants. It's convenient, but however, you got to keep in mind, you are what you eat. It is expensive to eat healthy. It is a little bit expensive to buy that chicken breast or the turkey or the salad, to mix everything together versus going to the dollar menu. I understand that, but you have to think that this is a long time, a lifetime goal for yourself. How long do you want to live? How do you want to look when you're 40? How do you want to look when you're 50? I've seen 50, 60-year-old female bodybuilders, and they're just beautiful because they have a healthy lifestyle. It's a lifestyle. It's not a short-term commitment. I have clients that come to me and they say, I'm going to the prom, I want to lose this much weight, or I want to look like this, or I'm going to, a beautiful island, or I'm getting married, or I'm getting engaged, or whatever the excuse may be. And it's a short-term goal, which is great. Short-term goals lead to, long-term goals. But ultimately, I tell all my clients, this is a lifestyle. This is a healthy lifestyle that you have to try to achieve, try to obtain. Because ultimately, like I said, how long do you want to live? How do you want to look at a certain age? And I'm not going to reveal my age, but I'm going to say eating healthy and exercising does the body good. Okay?
Well, I can say this again. We're live with Smokin Jim, and we're talking to a professional bodybuilder, and a lot of people have seen her on these airways and other TV stations locally. We're here in Pittsburgh. I know this show's going out.
I should have worn a little bit of yellow today. Yeah. I didn't get the memo, but that's okay.
This show's going out all over the world on Facebook Live as well as TV. But you've probably seen her before. She's the best boxing co-host I ever had. She was just a natural, outstanding, and that included Iron Mike Tyson and Roy Jones Jr., who we've done several fights together. They can't touch you. You're the best.
Can't touch this.
Again, we're live with Smokin Jim, and another question. What would be your dream job or career in fitness?
My dream job or career in the fitness industry, honestly, would to be personal training my clients all day, every day, but that's not the case because I believe in quality versus quantity. So every year I only take on a handful of clients, and then when I'm done taking on a handful of clients, that I screen, okay? When I take on my handful of clients, I dedicate my time to them because I do work at a dental office. I am a dental hygienist. I do work at a commercial roofing company. I do have children that I need to take care of. I do have a family. I do things that I need to do, but ideally it would be lovely to just train people all day because, I'm just standing there. I'm not going to lie. I do get involved myself with the clients. I will do exercises with them just to make them feel that they're not alone, that we all struggle, and we're going to struggle together. We could do this together.
All right. And we're going to bring you back, of course, by popular demand. Whenever you're around the Pittsburgh area and have some time in between your clients, you're always welcome here. We do a thing also here called Healthy Relationships. Can we ask you a few healthy relationship questions? And it's
This ought to be interesting.
Yeah, and I got involved with healthy. I have 13 godkids.
Oh, wow.
And none of their dads are in their lives. So I've stumbled on this because I'm like, how can you make something so beautiful and I want to be part of their lives?
Yeah,
so,
I can understand
and
that.
it's a big hit on this network, on this station. But the first question I wanted to ask you, first date, is it a good or bad idea on the first date to go to the movies?
I think it's a great idea.
Okay.
It releases a little bit of maybe anxiety or tension or apprehension or anticipation that the two people might have together. It breaks it up, and you get to watch something fun. You get to laugh together, enjoy a moment together, unless you take them to a scary movie, which I refuse because I will get nightmares. I cannot. I'll be like, somebody please take me to the bathroom. So I don't do scary movies. But yes, I think that's a great idea.
Well, I'm glad you said that. You're the first person
open.
other than me that said that, because people will say, how can you get to know somebody at the movies because the movie's loud and this and another thing. And I always say, I've never had a bad first date because it's always a movie I want to go to and I'm enjoying myself.
It breaks the ice. Everybody's enjoying themselves.
Yeah.
It's a win-win.
It's
you get
a
popcorn,
win-win, yeah.
or in my case, I like the little chips and hot cheese with jalapenos. Mm-hmm.
Can a relationship or marriage work if the woman is the breadwinner?
See, I'm a bit old-fashioned.
Okay.
I don't know how to answer that question. I personally feel that the man should bring home the bacon and the female should cook the bacon, spice it up a little. So that's how I feel. Mm-hmm. I like to cook the bacon.
Okay.
So I can't really answer that. I think that's for me, I need a man, okay? I don't want to be the one that brings home the bacon, okay? I want a man.
I like that.
All right?
I like that. Well, how about this? What old-fashioned habits would you like to have brought back? And the reason I asked this question is because one time I'm at Sunoco Station in a place called Duquesne, PA, near Kennywood. Mm-hmm. And why they haven't blown that place up yet, I don't know.
Oh, man. Don't give anybody any ideas.
And usually when I see a young lady pumping gas, I'll pump the gas for her.
That is so nice, because I hate pumping my own gas.
But for some reason, and she's dressed nice like you, from head to toe, look like she was going to a nice dinner or a nice date, heels on, makeup on, everything. And for some reason, in my spirit, it says, don't pump her gas. So she's pumping her gas, and I'm pumping gas. All of a sudden, her boyfriend gets out of the passenger side. He got the boots on and the jeans, and he's sagging. He walks in, gets a bag of chips, and sits back in the passenger side and eats it.
No, I don't think so.
Yeah.
A female should be treated like a lady.
I agree.
A man should be pumping the gas while the lady sits in the vehicle protected. That's how I feel.
Yeah.
Especially in Duquesne, especially in that area. Come on, people. Do you not know Pittsburgh? Okay? A gentleman should be opening the car door, any door. My son, he is 8 years old. He opens the door for everyone. A lot of times, people don't say thank you. Okay? And I know sometimes it offends my son and it offends me. However, it tells me what kind of person they are. And it tells my son what kind of person they are. And it tells me what kind of person my son is. Wow. I'm raising him to be a gentleman. I want him to be a gentleman. I want him to be respectful of females. And a female is going to, it's not going to happen. And I told my son, you just need to walk away. Okay?
Should a man pay all the bills?
You know what? I'm old-fashioned. I think it would be lovely if a man paid all the bills. Okay?
I agree.
I like to be able to stay at home, cook and clean, take care of the family. I cut the grass. I do it before cardio, though. But I feel that yeah, it would be lovely if a guy paid all the bills and the woman stayed home and took care of everything. But I understand everybody's views are different, so I'm sure we're going to get a lot of comments on this. So everyone's views are different. Everyone believes in their own ways, and I understand times have changed, and I am not in that time.
and I agree. I couldn't agree with you more. Even if the wife made more money than the husband, I feel like the husband should pay all the bills because, these men have no idea what it costs to be a young lady. The purses are $500 and up sometimes. You know what I mean? The outfits and they want their woman to be beautiful, to get their hair done and their nails done. It's all expensive,
Right. If you take care of each other, I feel it works out well.
Yeah.
But you have to be willing to take care of each other.
Yeah.
I understand nowadays people are like, go Dutch? You want to go Dutch? I'm like, I am not into that. And I
Right.
see that a lot in restaurants. I'm like, that's just, to me, it disgusts me. But then again, I understand times have changed. But I am not into that. And I taught my daughter that, both of my daughters. I taught my sons that. You be a man and you act like a lady. If he's going to treat you this way, then you need to go.
Wow. And I tell you what, we got to bring you back for popular demand. We probably only got time for one more question. This was the fastest half hour
I
ever.
thought so too.
You did awesome. But here's a question that I have is, and we may disagree with this one. Should a lady cook for her boyfriend?
Depends on what kind of relationship they have. I think it would be nice if she cooked for her boyfriend to show that she cares. And it depends on what he's giving in return.
That's a very good answer, but it's the wrong answer. And I get beat up on this all the time, but I feel like if you're single, ladies, and if you're married with no kids, you should never, ever cook for your man. And here's the reason why. If somebody wants to have your time, they should take you out on a date. You know what I mean? There should be no reason why a young lady should cook for a man if he's pursuing her. Even if they're a couple, the thing you do to get married is the same thing you should do when you were chasing that young lady. And if there's no kids involved, you should take them out. Most guys act like they don't have the money, but they go to lunch every day. Make the sacrifice. You can come home and take your young lady out to get a nice meal.
I have a question.
Okay, sure.
So to me, I want to know if you can cook.
Okay.
And if I'm a guy, I would like to know how she can cook. I would like to know if she can cook. So it would be nice if she made a meal every once in a while. But if she can't cook, I don't know. Maybe we can go on a cooking class together or something.
Ladies,
you gotta learn how to cook.
You can make all the meals if you want, but he don't get none. Thanks everybody for tuning in to Live with Smokin' Jim.